What's good, fam? It's your boy Jorge. Welcome to another episode of Hanging with the Boys and the Gals.
Yeah. A gal.
Yeah, a gal.
Mm-hmm.
Meg HawkTuah.
No.
Hey, I think people like that name.
No. Find
Okay.
a different one.
All right. We'll figure something out for you. Leave a comment what Meg's name should be.
Be nice.
We were going to have a threesome. We were going to have Dave here.
Oh.
Hater Dave. But his wife didn't give him permission to come over today.
Shame.
So no Dave. Just you and I.
All right.
A little twosome. I got some tour dates. That's what I'm going to call it because I want to be cool.
Oh, you're going on tour.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little mini tour. This weekend, if you're in the area, Carson City area, Nevada, at Fuji Park, we have August 3rd, Saturday, FMX Rampage hitting Fuji Park, 7:45 p.m. Should be good. And then next week, August 9th, I believe it's called the Rick Reel, Oregon.
Okay.
But I want to call it Rick Roll.
That sounds better.
Yeah. But Rick Reel, Oregon, that's Polk County, Oregon. If you're in the area, August 9th, I believe that's a Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And then August 11th, Sunday, will be in Ogden, Utah.
Very nice.
Yeah. So if you're in any of those areas, Rick Reel, Oregon, Ogden, Utah, Carson City, come check it out. FMX Rampage, Adam Jones, probably one of the gnarliest FMX guys still out there. And
Django.
DJ Ingo. I mean, what else do you guys need? So make sure you guys come out. If you guys know anyone that lives in those areas, hit them up. Tell them to hit me up. I'll get you guys some passes.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
Well, to the local one.
To the local one.
Yeah.
Not Rick Reel,
Nah.
Oregon.
Where's that by?
Salem.
Oh, up north. Way north.
I don't know if that's
Northern
way
Oregon?
north. Because Portland, Oregon is more
I mean, that's
north.
like northwest corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Probably be nice.
Yeah, so Salem. Yeah, and then it's a 12-hour drive to Ogden, Utah. So
Oof, yeah.
not looking forward to
No.
that. Which brings me to back in the day, we used to travel a lot.
Mm-hmm.
We'd get in the vehicles and we would just drive and there was no issue. I haven't done that in a long time and I like comfort and just comfort.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not looking forward to this at all.
No.
Like even I think from here to Oregon to that place is like 8.5 hours.
Yeah, probably.
And I'm not looking forward to that at all.
No.
I almost told him I don't want to do it. But then I was like, nah, I got to do it.
Are you driving yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we have an announcer that I'll meet this weekend, and he's going to be going with me. And then also taking my oldest son
Oh, okay.
because he wants to travel and look at places and all
Oh,
that.
that'd
I'm
be
like,
cute.
dude, it's a lot of driving. And he's like, I don't care.
Okay, better not complain.
Yeah, so we're doing that. It should be fun. Some good shows. But like I said, if you guys know anyone in the area, just tell them to hit me up on the social medias, and we'll meet up with them and hang out.
Mm-hmm.
Should be good.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. We got going on.
Right now?
Yeah.
Recovery from my migraine yesterday. Big news in my life.
Yeah.
That's about it. I don't have too much going on. There's a big local rummage sale tomorrow that I'm going to hit up because last year it was real good. So excited for that.
In Reno?
No, in Gardnerville at the St. Gall Church.
Oh, yeah. They always have that.
Yeah.
I'm going to go.
It was so good last year.
I'm not going to go, but.
I think I only spent like maybe $100, but I probably made a couple grand off that stuff because I resold
Well, elaborate on this. What is it that you do?
Well, I thrift quite a bit, and then I thrift for myself, but then certain things I'll take and then resell for a profit online. So like, for example, at that sale last year, I found like a vintage Burberry trench coat that was in really good shape. So I think they had that one marked up slightly, but I think it was only like $30 maybe. And I sold it for like, I want to say 300, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's one of my hobbies that I do since being a stay-at-home mom. That's fun, but also easy to do on my own time, to just bring in a little extra cash. And
Meg, 3 episodes in, and this is that you've been on the show, and this is the first time you bring this up. I actually knew that, but I didn't even think about asking you about it.
Yeah, I could talk about that for a long time. I nerd out over that a little bit, but
so it's more of a hobby for you. It's not a business.
Yeah, I mean, it's still fun enough for me that I just do it as a hobby. I mean, I know a lot of people that do it like full time, and they spend a lot of money and a lot of time doing it, but they also have like gigantic inventories. I'm not really interested in that. So I have maybe like 150, 160 listings that are active at a time. And I keep it between right about there consistently. And that's enough to not get like overwhelmed with how much crap's in our garage and bins and stuff that I've stored. Yeah. So yeah, it's fun. I love it. Some people have a little bit of a hate for resellers, like think they're taking from the poor and stuff, but that is not the case, because you should see the amount of things that don't get sold at thrift stores that just go to the incinerator or to the dump.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Well, and then also you're not forcing anyone to buy anything.
No.
So it's like, yeah. I mean, that's the same thing with like shoes. You know, you buy them and I don't know.
Yeah, so it's like, so you think I bought that pair of shoes and now some poor kid's not going to have a pair of shoes, really? Yeah. Like, no, they're going to be fine. I'm going to be fine. Like, everyone's fine.
Yeah,
chill out.
Yeah. To me, when you first said that, you bought it for 30 and you sold it for 300, I was going to joke and be like, how dare you, you know? But to me, it's a joke. But that's the thing. You didn't have to, you didn't make no one buy it.
No.
They saw it and they're like, oh, cool. I want to buy that. And then also, Burberry, that was probably way more than $300.
Oh, yeah.
So they got a deal as well.
Yeah, I don't know. Since I was a vintage one, I'm not sure how much that retailed for back in the day, but they're not cheap.
Yeah.
But it keeps stuff out of the landfill. You repurpose things. Like, I'll take, if something's worth my time, even if it's stained, like I'll fix it up and make it look real nice and then sell it. And
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's what I like about it. I have a friend, this girl, and she does that a bit like what you're saying, like big quantities. Like seems like it's a pretty big deal. So shout out to her. So yeah, you can make a living off of it.
Oh yeah, people buy like pallets of clothes or whatever at a time. It's like, I don't got room for that. I don't have the manpower for that. But it's cool to watch people that do that.
She's a solo.
Well,
she does it solo.
Yeah, but I don't.
But like I said, that's like a business to her. That's
it's a lot to handle when it's in that big of quantities. So
let me ask you, how easy is it to get into though?
It's pretty easy. It's a lot easier if you have somebody to help guide you. So like if anybody wants to get into it, reach out. Let me know. I love guiding people and helping them because
maybe guide me.
Okay.
Do you know how many like designer purses I've bought for my wife? And like all the time I buy her new ones, so she has a lot that we could resell.
Yeah. Well, also something I do is I have consignment clients. So I sell their stuff for them because they don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, that's
which I don't blame them.
Where I'm at.
Yeah. So you just give it to me and then I prepare it, I photograph it, I store it, and then I ship it off. And then at the end of the month, I do a split on profits, usually 60-40. So 60 for you.
Yeah.
And then I just Venmo people their money.
Interesting. We should do that. I'll take you upstairs to the closet and show you.
Absolutely.
We have a shit.
Then you don't have to move it when you move.
And I have shoes, like brand new. I put them on StockX sometimes.
Yeah, like sneakers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole nother world. I mean, I'm not opposed to it at all. I like sneakers and like vintage t-shirts, like t-shirt bros that all they do are t-shirts. That's like overwhelming for me because there is so much to know.
Yeah.
But you know about the shoes, so you would know a lot. I mean, obviously be a good resource, but sometimes those two have to be sold on like the right platform. So mostly right now I exclusively sell on Poshmark because I know it like the back of my hand. It's easy for me. and getting into other platforms is kind of overwhelming. So
well, that's what I was asking. It's easy to get on there and just do like just a normal person.
Yeah.
And do you feel like you have success as not you, but like a normal person would have success if you just go on there and sell a couple items and then you're like not on there for a long time and you sell?
Yeah. So like that's a good thing. You can do it as much or as little as you want. And how I started doing it was I just had baby stuff that was really nice that I had no one to necessarily pass down to at the time. So I was like, well, maybe some of this I could sell real quick. And so I sold a couple and I was like, ooh, wait a minute. That was kind of fun to get money. And it didn't take that much time. So I just started learning it and then networking with other people that did it on Instagram, and then also watching like YouTube videos and learning about it. And then like, it's good to have a decent sense of style and trends and stuff, so you can kind of follow what people might buy. One of the main things,
once you're buying though.
Yeah, exactly. And then also just of your own things, you'll know what's worth it, what's worth your time to even take a picture of, and what's not.
Yeah. Okay.
So, you know, one of the main things too is to take quality photos with good lighting.
Yeah.
So many people don't do that, and that will like make or break it. It's so bad. It works in my favor because then my stuff sells easier.
Yeah, right.
But that's one of the main things, is just take good pictures.
See, that's why I've always like considered it, like thought about it, because I have a lot of stuff, and then I'm like, and then I have like good attention to detail, like what you're saying. What I like about it is like, you know, getting something and cleaning it up, like some shoes or whatever. That's like pretty fun to me. Making it look new, or as new as you can. But then also I have all the equipment to do like the photos, and like my stuff would probably look catalog style. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So I always think about that, but then I'm like,
It's a lot at first, because since you're not in the habit of doing it all the time, so then the task seems like a mountain to climb a little bit. But once you get into it, you're like, oh, that's pretty easy.
Yeah.
And
I got good fashion sense.
I mean,
so I think about like my wife, but then she's kind of like playing a little bit. So I would probably have to buy all this stuff.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Works. Yeah. So I know one guy who literally all he does is take sneakers that are really messed up, and he completely refurbishes them and cleans them.
Yeah.
And then he uploads it to Instagram, but then he also sells them. Yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool when I saw that.
Well, yeah, they're making money just on the content.
Yeah.
Speaking of making money, what's the most you've ever made in a month, you think?
Oh, in a month? Oh, I'd have to look. So I have a consignment client who I've sold a couple really high-end things for, so it makes my numbers look astronomical.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But it doesn't account for the portion I pay her out for, because there was like a purse I sold for $2,000. So that was a big month. But profit-wise of my own, I would say on an average...
the best, not... the best month.
The best month I ever had for myself, minus consignment clients, let's say, was maybe $1,500,
okay.
and that's doing it super part time.
It's a hobby to you. Yeah. Well, there you have it. $1,500 you can make just by reselling stuff, and the thing is, like, you enjoy going to the thrift stores and to rummage sales.
I treasure hunt. I love treasure hunting.
Finding stuff. Yeah, that'd be so fun.
So
My problem is I'd keep it.
Well, that's the thing. Then I do it so much. I have some awesome stuff. Like my entire wardrobe, I would say probably 95% of it is secondhand.
Yeah.
I very rarely buy anything brand new.
And it's a very big trend right now, right? To buy secondhand stuff.
Yeah, it's getting bigger,
or like
especially
vintage,
with Gen Z and stuff, which is great to see, because we're such over consumers as a population. But I love how they're loving old stuff, because a lot of it is pretty cool. So I know still like Y2K stuff's pretty big. Like I've sold a couple pairs of like vintage Candies sandals. You remember that brand, Candies?
Yeah.
From like 2002 or whatever, these cute platform leather whatevers. In fact, I have a pair that I thrifted for myself. So I love that. And then the vintage t-shirts, I will always be behind. Those are, I don't think those will ever not be cool.
Right.
To me. Like I have a few of my own.
So real
that I
quick
love.
though on
Mhm.
that, you obviously said that you have to kind of know what you're doing and stuff.
Yeah.
How hard is it with like, because I'll go to stores, Target for example,
Mm-hmm.
and they got like a vintage looking Tupac shirt, so
Yeah.
I'll buy it because it's
Yeah.
$14.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't go to thrift stores hoping I find stuff, but obviously if I did, it'd be awesome.
Yeah.
You find it. But how hard does that make it? Because it's just as easy as going to a Spencer's and buying, a shirt like that. But it's not vintage, obviously. It's
You mean how hard does it make it to find the good stuff or to get your stuff to sell when it's vintage, when you can go out and buy a
to
cheap
get
one?
the stuff to sell.
I think the people still like to know it's legit, old, and like it's like a first printing or whatever. Like they like that. It's cooler, especially like say a Tupac shirt came from maybe one of his shows or something. Like someone bought it at one of his shows. That would be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So
that's so funny because no one would know except for you.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, and then maybe other t-shirt nerds would know, but yeah, I just, yeah, I don't know.
But you're like, you don't really do that too much.
No, I mean, I should back up where I started, because I wasn't sure where to start. Of course, I didn't have too much help right at the beginning. So I started with what I was comfortable with. And so what I did was I started with athletic wear. So I knew if I found Lululemon, I could sell it, make a few bucks, and I wouldn't feel like I screwed up and bought the wrong thing. So I started there and then just started building my confidence with other brands that I knew were selling decently, and just kind of went for there. I think it's good to start with like a niche thing that you know a fair amount about. And then, yeah, also going to places where you're not spending too much on the item. So just in case it's like, oh, that didn't sell, what am I going to do with this? I'm going to donate it back or give it to somebody or whatever. Then you're not out a lot of money. So the best places to do that, you got to find too, which I got my little honey holes.
I got some hats that are like probably late 80s or early 90s brands of like that are not around no more, like Drew Pearson and stuff like that.
In
like,
good shape?
Brand new with tags on them.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I got a Dallas Cowboys one. I got a Redskins one, which is not a team no more.
Oh,
right?
that's probably worth the most.
So I got stuff like that. I got some stuff.
Yeah. Then you got to research. What are those going for?
Yeah, but then, that's the thing. I don't research it, but then I'll also like, I just don't like sell it.
Yeah.
Because.
Was it sentimental?
No, because I always feel, what's one thing going to do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I sell that Cowboys hat and I get $300 for it. Okay, cool. But then that's it. I don't have any more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not really getting the inventory for me to really take time to do it. So, but then it just kind of sits there.
Yeah.
So I've always been interested because I saw that you do it. Like I said, I know someone that does it on a large scale.
Yeah.
And I was always that'd be interesting. But then I don't know.
I think that's why it's good to get into it when it's fun. So there's not a lot of pressure. And you're just like, if I sell this one thing, great. If I don't, whatever. Yeah. Yeah.
I did get score, but this is like new stuff, right? I did score like Travis Scott, the rapper, his stuff sells pretty good. So I got a pair of his shoes one time and, I tried to get them in my size and I couldn't. So I ended up getting a pair in 11s. So I was like, okay, well, obviously I'm going to sell these because they don't fit me. And then it turned out that size was even better because,
more popular size, easier to sell.
Black dudes, the size 11, like
you said it.
The guys that are buying those type of shoes, Yeah. So I ended up, I think I got them for $250 or whatever. And I think I sold them for $1,500.
Oh shit. Really?
Yeah.
What platform you sold them on?
On StockX.
Oh.
So, but after the fees and stuff, I think I made $1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some things that I've found like at Ross that I've even resold for a profit. You just never know. If you see stuff like that, it's going to be worth more because people are going to be really into it and it's going to sell out online. That's stuff. If you want to put the effort in and pay a little more upfront, take the risk.
That's a
pans
tough
out.
one though, because it's hard to like actually get the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's hard to know if that will pan out that way.
Every drop I try to get a pair of shoes.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I'll show you what I have.
Yeah.
So I have somewhat, but not all like the good drops that I know that are going to go for a lot of money. I never get those.
You just don't.
Because all the bots. No, because they're,
the bots. Yeah. Okay.
Because it's like new stuff, online, not like going to a thrift store.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well,
yeah.
That's cool. I like that.
Can I drop my Poshmark closet name?
Do it.
Okay. If you go on there.
Go on where?
On Poshmark.
Okay.
And search Megan, Megan.
Megan the reseller.
No,
Okay.
that's my that's my other Instagram page.
Okay.
That I need to be better about putting stuff on there. I'm not great. But my Poshmark closet is Megan OHHH. Megan O.
Megan O.
Yeah, Megan O. Everything else.
Isn't that the chick from the Stripes?
Is it? It might be.
I think that's her name. Megan O.
The White Stripes?
The White Stripes?
Yeah.
Right?
Could be. I'm just now realizing that.
So Poshmark, Megan
Yeah.
O.
OHHH. Yeah. So I appreciate it. If you can message me on there and say in like a bundle comment or something and say, hey, I heard about this on the podcast. I will give you a killer deal.
There you
Just
go.
saying.
Shit, I'm going to buy something.
Go for it,
Pretend I'm
please.
someone else. What is Poshmark as far as it's an app or just a website? Because I hate downloading.
Well, both.
Okay.
You can do both.
So I don't need an app.
No, not necessarily. It just, if you're on a phone, it functions way better as an app, obviously, but
Right.
you can do it from your PC or desktop.
But then also another question is, do I need an account in order to do?
No, you can purchase as a guest on there.
See, I like that stuff.
I do too, because anytime I get those, they're always full price sales for some reason, and they're great. So the only way I know that is
they're not on there looking for deals.
They just want what they want. And so they'll come through and their username will be all crazy and a million letters. And that's how I know, like, oh, that's not like a normal user.
That's when
it's
you
a
know
guest.
when it's a sucker.
Yeah. But also that means you titled and got all your keywords in there for their Google search.
Yeah.
And they found your listing. So you did a good job.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Poshmark, Megan O. I'm going to be on there soon.
You should. I do have a sign up code.
You don't know it?
No, it's a link. It's not like a code, but I'll get you it, because then you get $10 off, and then I get $10, I think, or something.
$10 off of what?
Of your first purchase of like $30 or more on any on not just from me, of the whole platform. So.
But I don't have to purchase something. I could just be on their seller.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, hey, I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
I'm just talking about the coupon.
Yeah, these like apps sometimes make you do some funky stuff. That's why I don't like
true.
being on stuff like that. And that's why I don't look into it when I just have money wasting right there.
Yeah, no, Poshmark's pretty good. They're one of the ones with the higher seller fees, but I like how they operate. There's not a lot of funny business on there with most things. So.
Is there dudes on there? Because like Posh kind of makes me think of like girl things.
Yeah, there's still a fair amount of guys. Like I sell a lot of guy stuff on there, and I find that guys are better shoppers because they don't haggle you or lowball you. They'll either send you a really good offer or they'll just buy it whatever you have it listed for.
That's kind of how I am when I buy stuff.
I really like dealing with guys on there. It's way easier.
Interesting. Is there a guy one? Do you know of? There's so many of these applications that you can sell stuff and resell stuff.
I don't know of like a guy specific one. I know of like kid specific ones that only do kids clothes, but no, maybe you should start one. That might be a good idea.
Yeah. We just kind of give the kids' clothes away to friends and stuff. And I'm like, we're selling our house. So then I was just like, dude, anything that we have, let's just put it outside and put it like for sale, like however much. Because we're like, well, I'm notorious for just being like free.
Oh, yeah. Just get it out of here.
Just get it out of here.
Yeah.
And then when you really think about it, it's like, that's a lot of money that you waste. Like, even if it was $40, but sometimes the hassle to sell it to someone isn't worth the $40 to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's like first world problems. I know 100%. Like, don't feel bad for me whatsoever. But that's why I do that. It's get out of here.
Most people feel that way though, I feel like. So.
Because the only times I've sold stuff is like on Craigslist or Facebook Market. And Facebook Market is a creature.
Yeah, no.
Like, the people that are on there, I cannot believe it.
I know a few people that sometimes sell stuff on there, just clothes or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, look at the cash I got for the blah, blah, blah." It's like that is so not worth my time.
No, clothes, no.
Oh my gosh, I didn't get scammed, but I got strung along by, it could have been a bot, it could have been, who knows. But I was trying to sell like my massage table and chair on there, and I had set up a time and everything with this person. And I don't know what, all of a sudden I was like, wait a minute. And then sure enough, I was like, you're in Bulgaria or something. Like something threw me off, and that's where that person ended up being.
What an amateur. You need to do research.
Oh, so annoyed.
I sold my mom's car on there once. Easy. I sold a mountain bike. That was semi-easy.
Yeah, I've never had an easy time on there.
Yeah. I mean, when I've actually sold stuff, I've sold it, but the other people that come in and asking for stuff or, pricing, I'm like, do you not see? So here's a good one. I sold these rims off the truck I have. Had all the info on there and everything. Guy comes from like Truckee. So it wasn't like too close for him, right?
Yeah.
So he was just in the area. So he hits me up. All the info's on there. So I meet him. He's like, oh, like how many lug nuts is it? I'm like, I don't know. Whatever it said on the thing, like 5 or something like that.
Can you have a picture? You can't count them?
Yeah. And it has a photo, everything,
Yeah.
So anyways, I show him, and then he wasn't sure. Like his Tundra was like a, way old one. So it turned out he gets up to his house and he's like, these don't even fit my truck. Well, I don't know what to tell you, dude. Look at the info. And then he's like, yeah, my bad. So I don't know if he like sold them. It was more to it. It wasn't just that easy.
Yeah.
But like, I'm all, dude, we literally sat there and you Googled it too.
Yeah. There's going to be those. I've had a few of those, but Poshmark is really good about backing up the seller in that situation. So I include literally everything, because if people try to pull something like that, it's like,
Yeah.
It's not my fault you didn't look at those pictures or read the whole description or whatever.
Yeah,
it's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think eBay was getting kind of bad on that, where people were complaining and they're getting refunds and stuff.
Yeah, and they're scamming people out of money. It's it's not okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You been keeping up with the Olympics?
Not as much as I want to be, because I like certain things on there. I'm not like a Olympics freak, but I like to watch the rugby. I like
there's a
diving.
There's a lady on the rugby team from Reno.
Oh, there is? Oh, I follow one of them on there. Her name's Alona. She's great.
Yeah, she's like
the one. She's she's awesome.
She's an animal.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but there's one that went to like Hug High or something like that.
Really? Yeah. Oh my God, I had no idea.
Yeah, see? There's a lot of Nevada.
Yeah, isn't there a swimmer or something too?
Yeah, I was trying to get her on the podcast.
Really?
She's from Carson.
Oh,
sure. Or she lives in Carson. There's a BMX chick that I think won silver that went to the high school. So I don't know if they still live in the area, but they went to a high school in Reno.
Oh, wow. Okay.
There's a boxer from Carson. Yeah, a girl boxer.
A girl boxer. Oh, okay. Wow.
There's a lot of people from Carson.
I'm out of the loop.
Or from Nevada. So
yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told myself I'm going to watch all the Olympics. I haven't seen one thing yet. I think hopefully the running's coming up, because I really do like the Sha'Carri Richardson.
Oh, yeah.
All those girls that run. All the Jamaican girls.
Because she's got a rivalry with the Jamaicans, right?
Yeah.
Is that still going still?
Yeah. Because the Jamaicans are, I don't know if they got beef, but Jamaicans are notoriously good at running.
I think they had beef at one point for some reason. But yeah, she's great.
So I think that's coming up, hopefully. I didn't miss it. So maybe I'll tune in for that. But yeah, I've missed everything.
Yeah. No Simone Biles. Haven't seen that.
She's one.
Just clips. Have you seen clips of that?
Yeah. I've seen clips.
Have you seen where they're going to be swimming in the disgusting polluted Seine River that runs through Paris? One of the swimming events. I forget which one, but literally it's so polluted. I don't know how they've had to postpone it because of the pollution. I don't know how they're doing this. Like, where's the medical after they get out of the water? Because it's literally you're bathing in E. coli and feces. Like, it's so bad.
Yeah, I did see that. But then I also saw, like, I don't know exactly what they have there, but like the mayor of there.
Oh, of Paris.
Yeah, she like jumped in and swam herself in there.
She was trying to prove a point.
yeah.
I wonder if she got sick or something. I don't know. I feel like we would have heard about that.
Yeah.
But disgusting.
Well.
So that's all I got on that.
Yeah. But that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys are into it.
Yeah. I don't have cable. Where do they stream that? Prime? Oh, probably Peacock.
Probably Peacock, yeah.
NBC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I haven't watched any of it. What Olympic sport would you be into? Not winter, because if it was winter, you'd probably do snowboarding.
Yeah. Would I actually physically do?
Yeah, if you could, if you wanted.
Not volleyball, because I'm way too short. That's a good question. Swimming's not great. I can swim, but
no. But if you were that top, which one would you pick?
I don't know. Maybe rugby, because they're so badass.
But they're not that well known, except for like this year. It seems like it's like a more of a popular thing.
Yeah.
See, I do. I would probably do like a track and field, because I feel like those are the. At one point, swimming was like with Michael Phelps. Yeah, that was the shit. Yeah, no one else cared about anything but swimming, and I feel like now, like the eyes are mostly on the running.
Right. I did do shot put in track and field when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. That would be cool to be good at that. I'd like that.
How do you feel about all these new sports coming on there? Like there's BMX and skateboarding and stuff like that.
I haven't watched any of that. I heard the skateboarding was not great. I just heard a blurb about that or something, so I'm not sure. But
it's kind of like if you watch the X Games, it's the same exact thing. Yeah. Same exact guys, same people. Basically. Yeah.
What other new ones are there?
Well, I heard flag football, but then I don't know if it's actually in there this time or if it's for the next Olympics. I'm not sure. But it's just stuff like that. And people complain, like, you know. But at the same time, I think it's cool because there's a lot of like really weird sports. Like there's shooting. Oh, yeah. You know, and those guys are going viral. I think it happened maybe like a day or two ago. And
those are air pistols or something they're doing, right?
But the people that are doing it, they're going viral, you know, right now on social media. And it's like, if that wasn't in the Olympics, we would never know that. Oh, yeah. That's actual discipline, and the other countries are really good at it and stuff like that. So
what's the rifle one where they're on the horse?
I don't know, but I know there's a skiing one, the cross country skiing with the rifle.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, that one's cool.
So stuff like that. So, you know, I think it is kind of cool, and, you know, maybe they'll start putting other things that's more reachable for kind of normal people. And Olympics are, for the most part, normal people, because they got like normal jobs, so they just happen to do that. Yeah. You know, but once you're like a Michael Phelps swimmer or a track star and stuff like that, I think those guys that's their job.
Yeah, because I think once you get to the point where you can make all your money on endorsements, then you're good to go. Because otherwise, you ain't making shit.
Yeah, but the people doing like archery, they're doing it as a hobby, as fun. They probably do contests here and there, but I don't know if that's their full-time job.
I don't know.
Probably still a dentist, and then you're
a dentist.
Yeah, yeah. You still do archery. Your cousin HawkTuah. So she's, you know, doesn't want to lose that 15 minutes of fame. It's good for her. But she's taking full advantage of it. She's trademarked some names to come out with some condiments.
Condiments?
Yeah. Well, sauces.
Okay.
So she trademarked Hawk sauce.
Okay.
Which is actually kind of cool, I think. And then, of course, the HawkTuah sauce. So I think one of them is going to be a barbecue sauce. Okay. Probably the Hawk sauce. And then the HawkTuah sauce is going to be more towards geared, you know, maybe to hot sauce and stuff like that.
Okay. I'm envisioning what it would look like. I'm thinking it's going to look like spit or something.
I don't know if you can do that.
Well, yeah. That's why I'm a little concerned about why are you choosing sauces? You're going to brand yourself on that, but okay. Yeah.
But hey, like I said, like she's trying to.
I mean, you do you.
You know, if you put that out by fall, then people are still remember her and be like, oh, there's HawkTuah sauce. Let me get that. And then she can make a killing there. But it looks like she's also getting into the gambling field. So records show that she trademarked bet on that thing. So speculations is that she's getting into some kind of sports gambling or online betting. gambling, so it's going to be bet on that thing, not spit on that
Interesting.
thing.
I wonder if Barstool's going to hire her, or what's the other online betting platform? DraftKings.
DraftKings,
Yeah.
all those. But that's the thing. That's
Interesting.
that's actually pretty smart, because say like
Mhm.
she gets it going and it's pretty popular. Yeah, DraftKings are like, all right, you're a competition. Let me just buy you out,
True.
and then
Yeah.
set.
Yeah.
You know, so good for her. I was just
Yeah.
talking about her, and the thing that annoys me about people like that are there's no talent.
Mhm.
It's just like went viral.
Like
And-
a one-off thing.
Yeah, and then there's no talent,
Mhm.
right? But then there are the people that go viral and then have some kind of talent and they capitalize on that.
Mhm.
I'm like, that's really cool.
Yeah.
But just because you went viral and then you can't figure out, I'm like, that's kind of annoying, you know?
Mhm.
But her, maybe she doesn't have a talent, like I'm saying, but she's taking that and starting companies.
Mhm.
And if the companies do good, then good for her. But,
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of these ones that, you know, I mean, what's her name? The Catch Me Outside girl. Probably the one that started this whole
Yeah.
stuff.
I forget
and,
her name.
And she just has no talent, but she's still popular, you know? And it's like, for what?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yep.
She was just in the news, got her ass beat by her baby daddy, supposedly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
But then she was out seen with him after that.
Oh.
So, you know, blink twice if you're in an abusive relationship next time. Speaking of abuse, I don't know why Marvel seems to abuse us with putting the same people in the damn movies. It's like they're running out of actors or something.
Oh, Deadpool, Wolverine?
Well, yeah, we'll talk about that. But
Okay.
they're just running out of actors. At CinemaCon, Marvel dropped the bombshell news that Robert Downey Jr. would come back and be playing Doctor Doom. So Downey's set to receive more than $100 million in salary and bonuses for playing Doctor Doom in Avengers Doomsday: The Avengers Secret War.
So it's an Avengers movie where he's not going to be Iron Man.
Well, remember he died in the last one. But now all of a sudden he's Doctor Doom.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And in the storyline, because I don't know Doctor Doom at all, it's not like Iron Man is at all related to Doctor Doom.
No, I don't think so.
That's interesting. Huh.
Doctor Doom is his own character, and he's alive while Iron Man's alive, you know, in the universe. So I don't understand why they do that. But, you know, Ryan Reynolds, he's Deadpool.
Yeah.
But then he was also the Green Hornet or something like that.
Oh, that's true.
But that's DC, I think. Green Lantern.
Yeah.
That's a DC comic. But
yes,
the point is, like, you couldn't figure out no one else other than Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a good point.
So you brought up Deadpool and Wolverine, number one in the box office right now, and then also number one R-rated movie, highest grossing R-rated movie, which I think Deadpool, like either one or two, was there
like
on
of
the
the
spot.
year? Or...
No, of ever.
Ever?
Ever, yeah.
Oh, shit.
And I think, so Deadpool already had that spot, and then now I broke it again with this one. I hear great reviews. I hear that it's a great movie, so I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, I want to see that.
But I did see some TikToks, and one of my favorite Marvel characters is Gambit. So I saw that he was actually in this movie. Can you take a guess on who they picked to play Gambit?
Who's Gambit again? What's he look like?
He's just a white dude.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Channing Tatum.
Oh, really?
Like, we couldn't pick no one else.
No.
Other than Channing Tatum to do this.
Does it work, you think, or no?
I mean, I saw some clips. It sounded okay, but it's just like, that's Channing Tatum.
Yeah.
I want like an unknown guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand what they're doing. But, you know, pretty soon in 3 years when they kill off this Spider-Man and they go into a different... Because I think the next one is going to be the live action one of Miles Morales. So it's the black kid. Half Hispanic, half black. I think once they're done with that, then they'll probably cast Channing Tatum as the next Spider-Man.
Probably.
And that's what I'm saying. I just don't understand.
Yeah, I wonder what their angle is with that.
Yeah.
What's the point?
Stop casting the same guys. in these movies?
Seriously.
You know, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Mm-mm.
Big question on social media.
Yeah.
We're dating. We just started dating. How many times a week should we see each other? So you're in a new relationship, or maybe not even your boyfriend and girlfriend, but you just kind of started seeing each other, hanging out and stuff like that. What do you think is an appropriate time?
Oh gosh.
That you need to see each other during the week? So there's 7 days a week.
Trying to remember. Is 5 days too much?
I mean, that's
4?
5 days is a
lot?
full business week.
Well, I don't know. I guess it depends. How close do you live? Like, if there's a lot of
Probably
distance
close.
involved, that would take up a lot of time. I don't know. I would say
You say 5.
4 or 5. Maybe that's a lot.
I mean, that sounds like a lot.
I guess, yeah, it depends on the situation. But
Where I saw the question come from, the person said 1.
1.
Yeah, and it's like, well, what? You're not. I mean, if you're getting intimate with this person, you probably want to be more than 1 a week. But
maybe like 1 date a week until you're officially dating or something. I could see, but like,
yeah. Well,
wow.
They just called this guy a hater and that he doesn't like people. So, but I would go more maybe towards 3.
Yeah.
Because, you know, say like a Friday night date, depending on what situation you're in with that person, maybe you stay the night. So the next day,
Saturday
you see
night.
him. Yeah.
And then 1 weekday or something.
Or maybe even Sunday. So 3 days in a row. But like 3, I think is okay. You know, maybe you do a Tuesday night dinner, hang out, and then Friday, Saturday type deal.
Yeah.
So I feel like 3 is okay.
That's doable, I think.
Yeah. And especially if, you know, you start liking this person. Of course you want to see him all the time. But
yeah.
I think 3 is pretty good. You know, 5 is pushing it because
maybe that's too much.
Like I said, that's like the full work week. But, you know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. That's, I don't know. That's a lot.
Yeah, it is like, now that I think about it.
But, you know, when you start
3 to 4.
3 to 4, I think is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm okay with 3 to 4. And you wouldn't even call them dates. You probably, out of those 3 or 4, you're probably going on a date one of those times.
Yeah.
The rest of the time, you're just hanging out.
Evenings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's okay. New trend.
Okay.
Raw dogging. What do you know about that?
Well, I don't know about a new trend with what that might mean. I don't know.
What do you mean?
What are
I don't know
what are they called?
I don't
What
know
does this mean?
I don't know what it meant back in the day either.
Oh, right. Okay.
Well, raw dogging. People are raw dogging flights. So they're going on flights.
Oh, yeah.
Raw dogging it, just sitting there, no phone, no music, no entertainment, no reading the back of a pamphlet, just sitting there for whatever. And the longer you can do it, the more impressive it is, I guess. Which it is impressive, but it's just stupid.
My ADHD could never do that. I've seen those articles and the pictures of people that are doing that. I don't get it. I would go nuts. I have to read something, listen to something, watch something, do a million things at one time. Or sleep, yeah. Or take a
because I don't know if that's part of it. Like if you could just sleep the whole time.
I don't think so. I think they have to stay awake.
So I've done that before.
Jeez.
I've raw dogged the shit out of it then. But I don't know. I think you have to stay awake and you're just sitting there.
Yeah. That sounds miserable. What is the point of that?
Mental strength, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know who started it or why they did it, but that's the only thing I can think of, just saying, hey, I can go on a flight for 5 hours and just sit there and not do anything.
Oh, cool story, bro. What'd you do? High five yourself at the end? Like what?
Well, you record yourself and
it's so dumb.
Yeah.
Get a new hobby. Oh my gosh.
I like what raw dogging meant back in the day.
Yeah.
Not this one.
No,
I can't do that.
nah.
Definitely can't do that.
No thanks.
Yeah. I think that's all I got for you.
Really?
Yeah, raw dogging.
All right. End on raw dogging.
What do you got for us?
I don't know. What do I got?
I think I think I want to do an episode, answer some questions. So you guys leave some questions and wherever, any comments and stuff like that. Maybe raw dogging it.
Okay, raw dog some questions. Oh, by yourself answering questions?
Like a raw dog episode. Solo dolo.
That's hard.
I think I did one back in COVID days. So if you guys go back in the archive, you can maybe find it. I think I did. I don't remember. Maybe I did and never put it out because I was like, dude, I'm an idiot. But big credit to people that have podcasts and do it by themselves because, the only reason I'm want to do it is because I want to answer questions and you know, there's new listeners or new people watching, tuning in. I want to kind of introduce myself again and, you know, what's going on and stuff like that. So that's kind of the only reason I want to do it. But I don't know if you can catch me just doing one without answering stuff that people asked.
Right.
Like just talking
with no material, just raw dogging it.
Yeah, just that's real raw dogging right there. I don't know if I can do that.
That is such a skill when people do that. And
for sure.
And it's good. Like,
No, I'm a big social person. I like to interact with people and talk. So, my kid would be great at a solo podcast.
Oh yeah,
he'd be good. But myself,
you should test that out sometime with him. That'd be funny.
Yeah,
just to keep it to watch.
Well, I want him
later.
To start like screaming, like the video games, because he'd be great at that.
Oh, that'd be good.
He'll sit there for fucking 5 hours just talking. Reading chat. I wanted him to do it back in the day, but then he couldn't read.
Yeah.
So, you know, because that was another thing. Like during COVID, a lot of channels like that popped up, and it's kind of like, how's that little kid doing that? I know how they do it, but I'm just saying, like, how is it legal? Because in order to have like a Twitch account, you need to be like 13.
Oh.
So the kid's clearly 8 years old.
Yeah. I wonder if they get flagged or something by.
But they were killing it. They were like, you know, getting lots of views, and a lot of kids were tuning in, I think. And
are there creeps on there though?
Oh, of course. But I think in a way the dad was always in the background, or that he would interact with his dad.
Or maybe the parent can watch it from the other room and see.
No, but I think that the dad had to be present.
Okay.
For a certain amount of time or something like that for it to be okay. It wasn't just like, gotcha. An 8-year-old has an account. Yeah. It's like the dad has it and the kid's part of it.
Yeah.
Type deal.
Yeah.
You know? But so I thought of that and I'm like, oh, my kid would be great at it. He plays video games. He's really good at talking like that and, you know, interacting, and he wouldn't get bored of it. So maybe we can make some extra money doing that. And then I was like, but he doesn't know how to read, so he wouldn't be able to read the chat. So then I guess that's where I sit in there and read or whatever. But
true, yeah.
I'd be bad at that. I'd be like, you know, if there's a creeper in there, I would probably say something. Yeah. And then get kicked off the platform. Yeah. So, immediately. Yeah, but I think now he would be really good at it. Mm-hmm. So that's another option. You could either resell clothes or make your kid stream online. Yep. Save money for their college fund or something. I mean, some of these kids kill it. Oh, I bet. I've had many friends that are like, hey, you should help me out do a YouTube channel with my kid. I'm like, yeah? They're all, have you ever seen this? Yeah, I've heard of it. Kid's killing it. You know, I'm all, yeah, dude. Yeah. It happens a lot. There's some kids on YouTube that she watches that are millionaires from, and I could never put my kid on YouTube. Like, I don't know. There's too many creeps, but they have enough money to last their whole family generations, literally. Yeah. I mean, I could put my kid on YouTube, but the thing is, like, when people have hit me up and saying that, I'm like, yeah, dude, it's a thing, very lucrative, but that's work. Yeah, it's not just let me sit them there. Like I've said, we started a channel and we wanted to do just like videos with the kids and stuff, and they're excited. We'll talk, and then when the cameras come out and everything, then all of a sudden it's like they don't want to do anything, and then you tell them stuff and they'll start crying. It's like, yep. So it's a lot harder than just, hey, let me pull out my phone and just record everything, you know, and you're trying to make an entertaining video for other kids to watch. Yeah. So it's a process, you know. It's not just, let me just do this just because Ryan's Toys or whatever that kid is. Oh, yeah. You know, he just reviews toys. Any kid can do that. But once you pull out the camera, then all of a sudden it's like, they freeze up. Or they still have to have that skill. They don't have that personality they would just sitting there by themselves. Right. then it's work. It's
Mhm.
different, you know. So not every kid is that. That's why it's so crazy when you do see channels that blow up and you're like, we could do that.
Mhm.
Yeah, you could, for sure.
Mhm.
But so is everyone else.
Yeah.
And those are the only ones you see. So it's harder than you think it is.
Mhm.
One day, Meg.
One day.
One day I won't have to pimp myself out.
Yep.
You know.
One day I won't have to sell used shit online.
Yeah, you want to. One day our kids will do something for us.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm depending on her.
Yeah, me too.
Mm-hmm.
I got 2 of them too.
Well,
So
you have double chances.
Yeah. You're kind of screwed. You might want to get on that action.
I know.
Have at least another 5.
5 kids?
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
Better chances, better odds.
Well, yeah, but not for me. Someone else can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, other people have done it, and that's why they're killing it. So I'm trying to get you into the program right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're populating Earth.
Yeah,
It's the least we can do.
I guess.
If you're not populating Earth, you're selfish.
Some people would say it's the other way around. Selfish to have kids, I've heard.
Yeah, I've heard that too, but when we all run out of humans, then why does it matter?
I know.
So we need to keep making humans, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
True. I'm just contributing one and then that's it.
Well,
It's one really good one, so.
that's what matters right there. Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't want to contribute one really bad one.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, good episode.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy having you here.
Thanks.
We're supposed to have, like I said, Hater Dave in the studio, but if wife grounded him,
Mm-hmm.
couldn't make it.
Maybe next time.
What a pussy. But yeah, maybe next time we'll have him on the show. We'll see what happens next week. Maybe I'll do the Q&A next week. I'm not sure. But then, like I said, I'll be out of town. So maybe we'll have a little gap there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe one of these days we'll get good old Mike back in the studio. We'll see.
Perhaps.
Yeah. But new studio coming. I do want to talk about that on the solo one.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of explain my plans and ideas on the new studio. New studio will be about a mile from good old Mike. So then he won't have an excuse not to come on the show.
He could ride his bike over.
Yeah. I can get him an Uber.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
It won't cost much.
Nope.
Mm-hmm. We'll get him on a good health tip and make him run over.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
That's what we'll do. But yeah, so I'll talk about that. So maybe that will be next week. I'm not sure. It's a lot going on in my life right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very busy.
Yeah.
But I enjoy putting out these episodes. It's fun. And I like the engagement. So make sure you check us out on all platforms. Leave us some comments, ratings. Tell your friends. Tell your baby mamas.
Mm-hmm.
Especially them.
Yep. All the baby mamas.
Mm-hmm. Tell them. And till next time. See you.
Bye.